Hello everyone and welcome back to Anthem. Today EA closed out their EA Play press conference with a showcase of Anthem, the upcoming game by BioWare. Now essentially we got a couple really cool trailers in addition to having the developers come out on stage and talk about their process on making this game. My first impressions are actually a little underwhelming. For something that is coming out very shortly and that we've been anticipating for so long with so much silence from the developers over the past year, I was honestly expecting to see a lot more. We really only learned a couple of pieces of new information. First off, you're looking at the new heads-up display. Of course, your character is leaning on the left, so it makes sense to push a lot more information over to the right, which is totally fine. Aside from that, we learned that the game isn't going to be your traditional shared world shooter. You're going to be in your own instance, and then your friends can drop into it. However, that world that you live in will be the exact same world that everyone else sees. So if there's bad weather, everyone's going to have bad weather. If it's night, everyone has night. But of course, that's going to extend to more exciting things like world-changing events. We also saw confirmation of the 4 classes. We have Ranger, Colossus, Interceptor, and Storm, and they made a point of clarification that because these are suits, you can actually switch between them depending on your mood and of course depending on the encounter you're about to engage in. The other thing they touched on was cosmetics. Now they did mention that you can fully customize the look of your armor in addition to paint and changing the geometry, and they showed us a few examples of how exactly you can do this and what it might look like. And in addition to that, they actually confirmed that you will be able to purchase these items in some kind of microtransaction store, although there will be no randomized loot boxes, and you will know exactly what you're getting when you get it. Now, my only issue with this is, well, it's not the microtransaction system because that's actually my preferred method of microtransactions, but it really has to do with the social aspect of the game. It seems like for the most part, you're going to be kind of tunneled into your own instance, and you're not really going to be able to show off to your friends or to randomized people unless you're in some kind of group or team. Now, I'm really hoping that there is social spaces, is the fact that you can show off all of your cool cosmetics to a bunch of random people and to your friends. So as a common thread throughout this whole sort of presentation, I really wanted to see a lot more and get a lot more information, but of course we might be getting a lot more from things like IGN, from things like Game Informer, and with the release being February 22nd, they really didn't have a lot to go off of. Now, moving on, we have the things that we're missing. So they did show us a gameplay demo, but it was sort of like a hypercut of a mission. I was really hoping that they would take the time to put you into one of the exosuits and take you through an entire mission uncut. That would have given us the ability to check things out like cooldowns and super abilities, whether there's any real tactical advantage to approaching situations from different angles. And one huge factor that was hugely missing from this presentation was any indications of dropped loot. This game was sort of been sold as a looter shooter, at least that's what the strong impression that we got from the last gameplay demo, and it was really sad to see that not even one piece of loot hit the floor. Now of course they could be just selling the sort of action part of this game, but even that isn't terribly exciting. The Colossus seems very slow, although it does deal a lot of damage, but even that was hard to gauge because of all the supercutting between the different people in the team. So overall, I was a bit disappointed with their presentation. It didn't answer any of the vital questions that we wanted to hear. They gave us a bit more details here and there, but that's about it. The game looks incredible, it's beautiful, it's gorgeous. This game has all the right things that it needs to be successful. Maybe I'll be able to feel it if I get to play it on the show floor during E3, but again, BioWare really needs to clean up their messaging with this game if they want it to be successful. Anyways, what did you think of the Anthem presentation? Has it made you more excited or less excited for this game? Let's discuss. Drop a like if you enjoyed this video and subscribe for my continued Anthem coverage. Thanks for watching, and I will see you all next time.